Hi guys, and welcome back to Manny Centric. We are here today with my finalists from Polish Pickup October 2019. I ended up narrowing it down to 3, and we're going to go ahead and swatch them because I just got them today and I really can't wait for you guys to see the ones that I picked out. Also, this makes a great segue into my next video, which will be my November polishes that I have picked and wish listed. So stay tuned. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe so that we can continue doing more of these videos. I'm going to go ahead and start with Bats Full of Shame. This one by Dreamland. I didn't even really read the description just because I saw it and I liked what I saw. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch one nail on this video, and then we're going to go ahead and insert a picture of a whole hand swatch. So let me just go ahead and adjust so that you get a nice close-up. Please ignore the yellow tips. I haven't had a chance to go ahead and do any maintenance on those nails, which is basically just a little bit of baking soda and scrub. But this is a close-up of Bats Full of Shame on the brush. And, sorry, when it's that much flaky goodness, and purple is one of my favorite colors, but you see the shift of red and orange in there. Sorry, not shift, but additional flakies. It just really makes my day. I try not to be that excited about it, but it's just too gorgeous to ignore. And I'm going to just turn up the lighting just a little bit because I want you guys to see all of it, all of the goodness. So we're going to go ahead and start now. And I do see that this is a curly, which I have been looking to get more into my collection just because I feel like I don't have a lot of curlies. And that is a huge disadvantage as far as I'm concerned because they are great, not just for stamping, but for polishing as well. And the cool thing about that one, it is just one coat. That was one coat for me. So as you can see, like, it is absolutely generous and gorgeous and very giving. I can see yellow and green in there. I can also see the purple and red and maybe even a little bit of orange. I'm just really happy with it, but I just like that it's a gorgeous dark base, and I really just didn't want to take the chance of not picking this one up, so it was a must-have from the get-go. So that is Dreamland's Bats Full of Shame. And then we're going to move on to a thermal by fancygloss. And this one is incredibly gorgeous. I've always lived in like the suburban areas, so I'm really not familiar with what it looks like to be in a wooded or close to a forest area where you get to see a lot of foliage, but you do get a lot of, concrete and leaves. So anything that has that kind of look usually appeals to me. And this is on the brush. I'm just loving that. It's so pretty, so pretty. And I'm sorry, I got so excited and cracked it open that I forgot to tell you guys that this is fancygloss's I Mis Hijos, and it's a thermal. It's going to start out this gorgeous charcoal gray, but then as my finger warms up, it's going to turn a light gray. And I really am excited about that because gray is my favorite color, regardless of whatever shade you pick. And that's just me putting on the first coat. And I will come back with second coats of these just because I feel like a second coat evens out any spots where I may have missed. But I'm loving how smooth, how cushiony, how absolutely gorgeous this formula is. Because I haven't tried many indies besides the ones that I'm already familiar with, and usually I'm pretty good at sticking to one or two, maybe three. Okay, let's just face it. Polish pickup is the best way to try out some indies that you may or may not have known about already. And like, just look at that. Like, I know, I already had some in Bats Full of Shame, but Ay Mis Hijos is amazing. Look at that. And it's like, it's all of my fall colors rolled up into one. I'm almost positive at this point that I'm going to end up wearing these October polish pickup polishes well past what is seasonally appropriate, just because I like them so much. So, but while that one is drying, and while I try to warm up my fingers because I am perpetually cold, which is why I usually don't get thermals, but I figured I like this one in its cold state, and I'm going to like it even more in its warm state, so why not? Last but not least is Night Owl Lacquer's Leaf Peeping with Sasquatch. This one was so huge. I had to have it because as much as I thought that, no, I really don't need it. I don't need it. I didn't know that Lucky Lacquer was going to be coming out with a glitter called, I think it's Fall Foliage. So before that came out, this was available on Polish Pickup, and there was no way I was going to say no to the green, the brown, the gold, the copper, the orange, the yellow. There was no way I was going to pass up on that. So we're going to go ahead and show you on the brush. And I know if you're a fan of this color already, that you've already seen the swatches, but this is mine because it's, you know, on my skin tone. But I did want to say in advance, for anybody who's watching this video who did not get to purchase these particular colors and you really like them, I just want to say ahead of it time, I'm so sorry. But maybe they'll come back. And this one is going on a lot more sheer than the other two. That's not a problem. I'm okay with building up a polish. So that's coat 1. And I'm going to shake it up a little bit and go in with coat 2. All right, and we are going in with coat number 2. And I'm being just very careful around my cuticles because I don't want to have to use anything to clean them up, because just adds to the dryness. So I'm being extra careful during this swatch to try to avoid getting stuff on my cuticles. But as you can see, that is building up so beautifully. I'm loving that it's a brown base. I like brown, and I'm just really excited that this one is like a jelly and it's brown. So this is so super exciting to me because I usually do a lot of more mainstream polishes than I do indies. And I saw a lot of their jellies and they were like rainbow bright shades, and that was great for like summer, but during the cooler months, I really wasn't interested in anything that's like rainbow bright shades. So this is just really exciting to me. All right, we are back and we are ready for coat number 3. I think this one is going to be the one that does it for me because as you guys can see, I have been growing my nails out a little bit, which I'm kind of proud about that. Kind of excited, but also a little worried because now I have to adjust my polish applications to reflect that I actually have a little bit of nail line that might show through. So just cleaning up these edges a little bit and capping it. And that is my 3 coats of Leaf Peeping Sasquatch. And I am so excited about it. I'm absolutely sure that I'm going to be wearing this well past fall just because I can get away with it. I can say, you know what? It's a brown. I'm brown and that's my excuse. So I love this formula. Gosh, it's just so pretty. I was expecting it to be pretty, but I wasn't expecting it to be this gorgeous up close and personal. So I am going to be officially keeping my eye out on Night Owl lacquers just because I think this is so gorgeous. Also, I did see, I saw some swatches of their fall release and I want some of those. But that's another video for another day. But those are my 3 picks from Polish Pickup October 2019. Come back here. Polish run away. Polish run away. So I'm going to zoom out so you guys can see these. And then I'm going to go ahead and add top coats to these because they do dry down a little bit on the semi-gloss side, which I wanted to absolutely show in full attention how gorgeous it is. And I'll see if I can get back with this middle finger a little bit warmer so that you guys can see the final look. Be right back.